as the snow was falling pretty heavily, I decided to just keep working like I normally do because I don't know, when it is snowing like this, it feels like the world is somewhat shut down and you feel a little bit relaxed to get something done that you haven't been wanting to do. Such as me, I hate editing. So after I was done editing, I decided to step outside for some fresh air. And when it snows, I feel like it is a lot colder, but it is yet more breathable than when it's like a hot day. It's weird. But this particular snow day, we got a ton of snow, and yes, that is my old car. I do not have that car anymore. As you guys already know, this is like the last footage of it because like 2 to 3 weeks after this video, it got totaled. But I just was really relaxed this day, and we decided to go for a little drive in the snow since this car was four-wheel drive. And I have to say, the snow was definitely sticky. It was more like a snowman type of snow where it just crumbled together. So it was all over me. When it snows like this, we usually take turns with cleaning off the car. So he'll do one side, I'll do the other. And obviously the car is on while we're doing this, so it can help us. It's like a third person because when the car's on and you have the heat like blaring, it can help with clearing off the mirrors. It can help with clearing off the windows a lot faster than when the car is just completely cold. So I know the temp on my car said 21 degrees, but it felt way colder than that. So it's funny because when it snows, it could be 25 or 27 degrees, but it could feel like it's 10 degrees outside. It's so weird. But since we got the car all cleaned off and nice and warmed up, we decided to go for a little drive and just, see how beautiful the neighborhood was. And a lot of people were stuck, but they were all working together to like get out. Again, it was like a foot of snow. When you live in Mass, you really should have either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive because a lot of cars that don't have that will not move. And trust me, I've been through it where I was stuck at work and nobody would help me get out because the snow was so heavily packed and I only had front-wheel drive, so I had to just leave my car in parking lots. So once when we got back inside, we left our boots and our socks, everything that was wet near the door so it can all dry off on its own and not ruin my nice cleaned floors. And I started to get cooking with dinner. So this particular night, I decided to make some tomato creamy like tofu. I will do a recipe soon on how I make my tofu because I know it's difficult to make or to season tofu. Trust me, when I was learning how to be vegan and learning how to cook certain things that I wasn't used to, tofu was one of the biggest challenges I faced, and now I feel like I mastered it. So I just want to share how I do it in my experience, so eventually I will share it. Another thing that I added in here for dinner was yuca. I don't know how to say it in English. I only know these vegetables or these starches from V. So of course he says them in Spanish. You guys can kind of look them up. It's basically like a root. I've seen them in person where, they take them out in DR, like how they grow them, how they take them out. And it's just amazing. And to sum it up, they taste like mashed potatoes, but lighter, if that makes any sense. So obviously I started to make this video way before I kind of cut out oil. So of course there is oil in the pan, and then I put some seasonings. So again, now what I'm doing is I'm only using like an oil spray instead of the actual oil because it has calories. A little bit healthier, not completely healthy, but a little bit. So the biggest tip when it comes to tofu when you are learning how to cook it is to let it be. Be patient with the cooking process. You have to let it sit for a good 10 to 15 minutes because if you do not, it will be all mushy when you mix it around. So let it be, and then when you let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, you can mix it around and then it turns into this golden texture. I don't know how to describe it without saying that it does resemble like a chicken texture. I hate putting it that way, but that's the only way I can put it for people to understand, if you get what I'm saying. My bowl seems very small, but it is the exact serving size for like what I'm supposed to be eating, so don't be alarmed. It was very filling. I was actually really proud of myself that I made everything like in less than an hour, so big accomplishment because I usually take a good 2 hours in the kitchen. But for dessert, we decided to have some sparkling soda, if you want to call it that. It's like fake wine. I personally do not drink, so we had this on hand from the holidays, and I was like, you know what, let's finish it off. Let's have it for like a little dessert, and that is kind of like what we did. I wouldn't buy it again because, again, I'm not a fan of soda. I don't like the sour taste to it, but it was a nice treat, and obviously we're just trying to get rid of it because it was given to us. But yeah, that was about it, you guys. I really hoped you enjoyed this mini snow vlog, and I'm hoping to see you in more videos to come for this new year. So cheers to you and your family.